What happens when a university, supposed to be the home of free thought, tries to silence its own students? What does it mean when the very place that promises to nurture ideas and encourage debate suddenly becomes a place where voices are stifled and questions are met with consequences? I want to tell you a story that's way bigger than one campus, one protest, or one name. This is about a pattern that's emerging across universities everywhere, a pattern that threatens the core of what higher education is supposed to stand for. It's about Mahmoud Khalil, a student at Columbia University, and how his fight for expression put the spotlight on a crisis that affects us all. Mahmoud's story is just one example, but it echoes the experiences of countless students who have dared to speak up. Here's what went down. Mahmoud joined a peaceful protest on campus, exercising the basic right to speak his mind. He wasn't alone. Students from all backgrounds came together, united by a belief that their voices mattered. But instead of a debate, he found himself detained by immigration authorities. The university, rather than protecting his right to protest, seemed to turn its back when things got tough. Just think about that. A student gets locked up. Not for violence, not for hate, but for speaking out, for daring to question, for daring to care. It's a chilling reminder of how fragile our freedoms can be, even in places that claim to defend them. The judge ordered his release, but the message was clear. Standing up for what you believe in can put a target on your back, even at a university. The fear doesn't end when you walk out of a cell. It lingers in classrooms, in dorms, in every conversation about what's safe to say. Columbia has always been known for activism. It's part of the school's DNA. From the civil rights era to anti-war protests, students have always pushed boundaries here, but now, students are asking, are universities protecting our right to protest or punishing us for using it? Are they standing with us or standing in our way? I mean, isn't the whole point of college to challenge the status quo, to ask the hard questions? If we can't do that here, where can we? Here's where it gets real. Mahmoud's case isn't just about one student. It's about the climate on campuses everywhere, where students are starting to wonder if their voices are truly welcome. It's about every campus, every student group, every conversation that gets shut down because it's too political or too controversial. When student organizations are afraid to meet, or when empty chairs outnumber the brave, we all lose. If universities start deciding which voices get heard and which get silenced, what does that say about the future of free speech? What kind of leaders are we shaping if we teach students to stay silent instead of to speak up? Some people think this is just campus drama. They say it's just students being students, that it doesn't matter in the real world. But it's actually a test case for the rights of every student in America. What happens here sets a precedent for what's possible and what's forbidden everywhere else. When protesting lands you in detention, when raising your voice means risking your education or even your freedom, what's left of academic freedom? If fear replaces curiosity, if silence replaces debate, what kind of future are we building? So here's my challenge to you. Don't scroll past this. Don't let this be just another story in your feed. Let it be a spark for something bigger. Talk about it. Share it. Bring it up in your classes, with your friends, with your professors. Make it impossible to ignore. Ask your university, who gets to decide which voices matter? Who gets to draw the line between acceptable and unacceptable speech? Because if we let moments like this slide, the next student could be you, or your friend, or anyone who dares to care. The cost of silence is always paid by those who need their voices heard the most. Colleges are supposed to be where we learn, challenge, and grow, not where we get punished for having a voice. The classroom should be a place for ideas, not a battleground for censorship. Mahmoud's fight is our fight. His courage is a call to action for all of us who believe in the power of free expression. And the stakes, they couldn't be higher. The future of free speech, of academic freedom, and of our democracy itself depends on what we do next. Thanks for watching.